All right, guys, this is segment 4 of this series, and today we're going to discuss where I think you should buy your bike, and I'm just going to explain some different things. A lot has to do with, can you work with tools and stuff, or you're a person that doesn't do well with things? Because if you end up buying a bike online, which you can save some money if you buy a bike online, you've got to be able to put it together. Now, a lot of these bikes they call it 85% together, but not all of them, but a lot of them do. I actually have one up on the screen. This is a friend of mine who does videos also, so I'm going to show you one of his because he does a lot better job at doing reviews than the ones that I have in the past. So I'm going to show you this. His daughter's working with him now, and she's going to be doing the unboxing. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I'm just going to, so you have an idea of what you're going to get if you order a bike online, how it's going to come. This particular one is a folding bike. A lot of it is together, but there is some assembly, even when they say they're 85% together. So you've got to be aware of that. My sister bought a bike. She bought a trike on Amazon, and the thing came in literally, I want to say 1 million pieces, but the thing came in at least 30, 40 pieces that all had to be assembled. So you got to be very careful. If you're going to buy it online, read the description as to how it comes. They'll tell you if it's 85% built or whatever, which, means you got to put a tire on, some pedals on, and the seat on or whatever, and it's not too bad. But I want you to be aware of that. There's some other reasons why I think you should buy it from your local store. The first thing is, on a local store, you get to go down there, you get to try it. You've got a warranty with it. You get a warranty with these ones online, but you're dealing with usually someone in China. Because a lot of these companies, even though you might think they're in the U.S., they're in China. So you got to be very careful who you're buying it off of. That electric company, they do have, they're resellers, but they have a facility right in Arizona. A lot of the bikes ship right out of there. They're not a company that buys them. So some of these places you'll see, it's a pre-order. Pre-orders can be done for different reasons, but some of the companies, if they pre-order, it's because they wait and they use your money to buy these bikes from China, and they order them and use the money that you already gave them. So you got to be aware of that too. But the thing is, if you buy it at your local shop, you've got a place to go down there if something's wrong with it. You can bring it in there and say, hey, I bought this bike and the brakes squeal or whatever, and they're going to adjust it for you and they're going to fix it. Well, you don't have that opportunity. I'm going to tell you, because I've done warranty claims. All the bikes that I have not bought at I'm cheap, and I also work on bikes, so I buy them online. But different companies, you've got to go direct to China. I've got a bike down there that I have to deal with China all the time. So, if I write to them during the day here, I don't hear about it until the next day because their day is our night. So, they're a little behind. When you're buying these bikes, there's someone right on the phone, but when you're trying to get warranty from them, that's not the case. So just be aware of that. Like I said, the local guy down the road, he's going to be a lot better for you if you are not that handy with bikes. And plus, the other thing is, who's going to service your bike? Are you going to service the bike when it needs tires? Can you do that? When it needs brakes, can you do that? Because if you can't, again, you may want to consider going to see the local bike shop. More and more of these bike shops are putting in electric bikes because they're really getting to be very popular. So the variety is pretty much out there. There's a lot of brands you might see online that you won't be able to get at a bike shop. But that event is available at quite a few bike shops, and it's a hell of a bike. But, the price is up there too. So if you're looking to save some money and you want to get it online, like I said, just be aware. You're probably going to be... And I'm going to quote Electric because this is what they do. And that's why I said I know this company very well. I highly recommend them. I don't have a problem recommending them. Other companies, not so much. And like I said, reach out to me and I'll let you know what I know if you have a bike in mind. So if you have a warranty issue with them, they will allow so much money to repairing it, and you got to go down to your bike shop and you say, look, they're going to send me this part, they're giving me $50, can you put it on for that? And if they says no, it's going to cost you $70, Oh, then you got to get a hold of electric and say, hey, it's $70, and you guys have got to work that out. Again, I'm just trying to make you aware of what you would have to do on a warranty claim. If you know how to put that part on, they'll send you the part, and you'll get the thing in a week. If you're dealing with these people in China, I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm not going to name names, but my experience when I'm dealing with China is, again, it's during the day here. I write to them. I don't hear until the next day. And the next day they say, okay, can you send us some pictures? So, if you're smart, you send them the pictures up front. Send them a video of what it's doing or whatever with your email. You're going to expedite things along. Because they'll come back, they'll say, can you send us pictures? Can you send us a video? So on and so forth. You go back and forth till they diagnose the problem, then they'll send you the part. So you can go back and forth on this diagnostic thing, say 4 days, call it a week, whatever. And then you've got to order the part. So they will give it the benefit of the doubt. 3 days to you, they say, okay, it's this part, we're going to send it to you. Well, then it's 2 days to 3 days in their warehouse trying to get it to the shipping thing. Then they got to get it from the shipping company. Finally picks it up, and then it takes 2 days to get to the airplane or whatever it is to fly it over here. I'm telling you, if you're dealing with China, you're probably looking at 3 weeks to a month that your part's going to be broken. A lot of times, if it's something I can pick up local, if it's a regular bike part, I'll just buy the thing and, eat it. Let's put it that way, rather than have my bike down for a month. So, your local bike shop, if you go down there, yeah. Okay, you could probably, and I'm just going to throw an Aventon out there. Actually, Aventon they're pretty good to their guys, and they try to keep their prices around the same. But a bike can be marked up about $200 buying it from a bike shop. I think it's well worth the $200 if you're not capable of working on your own bikes and being able to put them together, fix them, and like I said, there's a big benefit to being able to go down there and try a bike, because you're going to buy this bike in a box, and you're not going to know whether or not it's suits you until you get it out, build it, and then drive it, and you're not sending it back. So they can say 30-day money back. You think you're going to repackage this thing in a box and then send it back to them? They're not going to send you a shipping label, I'm going to tell you that. You're going to have to go down to your UPS or wherever it is, and you're going to have to ship this thing back, and it's a lot of money. So again, I recommend getting it from your local shop. I don't do it, so, because I'm very handy with bikes. So look at your situation is what I'm saying. We're going to watch a little bit of this thing so you know how this bike comes. So it comes in a box. She's opening it up. Like I said, this is a friend of mine that does these videos. He has e-bike reviews. Check him out, guys. He's got a lot of good things to watch. He's very informative, and he does a lot of reviews on a lot of bikes. So if you're looking for a bike, check out his older videos, see if he's got the particular bike that you're looking at. So this is what you're looking at. The bike comes in the box. It's all packaged, very well packaged with the foam and everything. I've seen very few come without the foam on them. They're shipping them from China. They better put foam on them. So let's push this ahead just a little bit. The pedals and stuff she's pulling out of the box now. You can obviously see it looks like the handlebars are off. She's got it out of the box now. Got to cut all these tie wraps off. So again, it's a folding bike, so a lot of it is together. But, this is how you're going to get it, guys, just so you know. A lot of them come with the tires off. If it's not a folding bike, the tires are probably going to be off the thing. I just wanted you to know that, and I wanted you to realize that if you can't service these things, then you really should think about going to your local bike shop. I'm trying to go over my notes here. So, assembly is required. There could be damage to these things when you get them also. So you got to be aware of that. I mean, if it may have made it from China over here, and then the UPS, FedEx, whatever, dropped it off the back. Who knows? Look at the box. If the box is really damaged, don't let that FedEx guy get away without, at least trying to take a look at it or make him aware of it. Take some photos of it before you open it. All right, guys, I just brought up a return policy here. Most of the companies are the same way when you have to ship them back. So I'm not picking on one particular company here. This is just an example. They're saying a non-quality issue. In other words, you don't like the bike, I don't know, because you don't like that color red and you want to return it now. So they allow you 15 days to do that, okay? So they're going to charge you a 10% processing fee, okay? And they're also going to charge you $200 for shipping. So, you know, if you bought a $1,000 bike, there's a $100 10% fee there, and $200 to ship it. If you're in Canada, it's $500 to ship it. So, you know, we're in the United States, so you're at $300 on a $1,000 bike to return it. So wouldn't that $200 at your local shop be a lot easier than spending $300 to return this bike? And it has to be in the original packaging. You know, you're talking, you know, I just wanted to show you that because, you know, be aware of that. And, you know, if it's a broken, you know what you want, and the thing came broken, they're gonna take care of it. But this is just, you wanted to return it because you didn't like the color or whatever. Just wanted you guys to know that. And what else do we have to go over? All right, guys, the other thing I want you to be aware of is the fact that Amazon has a lot of parts for these bikes. So if you will, you know, you're not going to get the electronics parts. Anything that's electric is not going to be, other than a light or whatever, and even the lights could be proprietary to the bike. So, but you can get pedals and derailleurs and chains, and like I said, just go on Amazon, and you know. So you just go on Amazon. There's a lot of, I mean, I just brought it up. This here is a very typical derailleur for your bike that, you know, it comes on probably 80% of these bikes is this one right here. And, you know, it's $14. So if you got your bike and this thing was broken and you're going to have to wait for it, to me, and if you knew how to put it on, I'd spend the $14 and get the thing on the bike rather than wait 3 weeks to get it from China. So I wanted you to be aware of that too. You can pretty much any of the bike parts that are bike, you know, related, that crank pedals, shifters, cables, brakes, stuff like that, you can get it all on Amazon. So, I mean, if you're going to buy your bike online to save some money, you're handy, just know that Amazon has everything and they got the tools to do it too. So, just wanted to let you know. All right, this is the end of part 4 here, and the next series we'll be going over will be on the UL approval. I think that's important to know. It's becoming more and more important. New York, it has to be UL approved to buy a e-bike. So more and more states is going to start doing this. So, you know, if you're going to buy a bike tomorrow and you're in a state that doesn't, then it doesn't really matter to you. But you should be aware of it. I mean, so we're going to go over the UL certification because I did, you know, do a lot of research on UL. So we're going to do that on the next segment. And thanks for watching, guys.